Hello everyone, this is Sherwin here from TechOS, and today I'm going to give you a recap of the WWDC 2018 event. So this event was solely dedicated to software. So we saw the announcement of iOS 12, macOS 10.14 Mojave, watchOS 5 and tvOS 12. So I'm going to go through each of these pieces of software in this video. So I'll start off with iOS 12, which contains many performance, AR, communication, device usage awareness, as well as enhancements to popular apps. So the first main thing that was talked about with iOS 12 is the enhanced performance. So this is where Apple are basically really refining the operating system so that it runs a lot faster, especially older devices. We've got FaceTime for up to 32 people at once, so this allows you to make group voice and video calls if you want to do that. Apple have improved Animoji, so you can now create what they're calling a Memoji, which is effectively a way of creating your own sort of Animoji of yourself, an animated character, which you can then animate with the True Depth camera system on the iPhone 10, like other Animojis. And they've added 4 more Animojis which you can try out. We've got new camera effects as part of the Messages app, so these basically are like something that you might find on an app like Snapchat, where you can kind of add live filters to your images, and you can add stickers and pin them to the photos. We've now got enhanced notifications in iOS 12, so this allows you to group notifications by apps, which is something which a lot of people have been asking for, and you can now more intelligently dismiss notifications and interact with them. We've got new Do Not Disturb options, so these allow you to have settings such as turn on Do Not Disturb for an hour, or turn on until I leave a certain location, or till the end of a calendar event. So Do Not Disturb is a lot smarter. We've got additions to photos that include a new way to share your photos, so you can have suggestions about who you might want to share your photos with based on who's in the photos, and you have other options such as that, and sharing is a lot easier with quick access to your friends. And you've got smarter search in photos. Siri has also got smarter in iOS 12, so we've now got something called Siri shortcuts. So these are basically shortcuts that you can create, something like Automator, where you have a certain workflow, and then you can choose a voice command which you speak to Siri, which will then activate this workflow or pathway of actions. Privacy is something that has been built into iOS 12 a lot, so you can now have Safari be even smarter about stopping website tracking between different websites. And obviously in iOS 12 we've now got additional augmented reality features as expected. Apple are really pushing AR, and one of the biggest features with this version of AR, which is ARKit 2.0, is the addition of shared AR experiences. So you can have multiple devices, obviously different people looking at the same common AR elements, which is an interesting thing, but be particularly interesting with games. We've got new screen time control, so this basically is to help people become more aware about their screen time and how much time they're spending using their devices and how they're using them. So you can get personalized reports based on how much you use. You can set yourself personal time limits for how long you want to be spending in particular apps, or for what times you want to be using your device at. And then we've got improvements to commonly used apps such as iBooks, which has now been renamed to Apple Books, which gives some better suggestions on what you might want to read next. And the redesigned Stocks app, which includes the addition of the Stocks app to the iPad. So it now incorporates stock news as well. And we've got other app enhancements which I'll go through in future videos. And iOS 12 is compatible with these devices. I'm actually just watching it finish on my iPhone now. iOS 12 just installing. iPad generations all the way down to the 5th iPad Air and iPad Mini 2, and then the iPod Touch 6th generation also gets it. So basically any device that had iOS 11 also gets iOS 12. So that's basically iOS 12. So now we can move on to the next operating system, which is tvOS 12. The tvOS update was a very quick one, so basically the main features that we saw added were the support for Dolby Atmos audio, which will bring enhanced audio to the Apple TV, and also some enhancements to the TV app, which include a couple of interface redesigns, as well as some new functionality to help you discover TV shows in a more effective way. watchOS 5 was also announced, and this contains many new updates. So it begins with activity competitions, which allow you to compete with your friends in certain workouts and gain points and compete with each other. We've got workout updates, so we've got new types of workouts which can be set up in the app. We've got advanced running features, so these are things such as steps per minute, so you can have the Apple Watch automatically give you sort of rates of your workout so you can compare between workouts. The podcasts app now comes to the Apple Watch, so you'll be able to listen to podcasts on the go using cellular or Wi-Fi. We've got a new walkie-talkie feature, which is a new way to talk using voice between two Apple Watches. We've got a smarter Siri watch face, so it can now bring up contextual information on the watch face. And we've got improved notifications, which allow notifications to come in more variety and be more intelligent. And we also get student ID cards, which allow things such as lunch passes or just general campus passes to be available to you on your wrist, just like you'd have your Apple Pay cards. So those are the changes in watchOS 5. So that leaves us with finally macOS. So this year we've got macOS 10.14 Mojave, which is a release that adds many new features, enhancements, as well as some new apps which we can have. So we've got dark mode, which basically adapts the interface for better viewing in dark environments, or if you just prefer to have a darker background. You've got dynamic desktops, so you can have desktops which change throughout the day as you get through different phases of the day. We've got stacks, which are a new way to manage your items on your desktop. So if you've got a cluttered desktop, you can sort it by category. You've got gallery view and quick actions in the Finder. So these are new ways of working with the Finder and viewing your files. We've also got new options for Quick Look, which allow you to have markup on a Quick Look file without having to open it. And we also gain new screen capturing tools, including easy ways to screen record or even record a selection of your screen. We've got continuity camera, which allows you to initiate the camera on your iPhone from your Mac, and then once you've taken the photo on your iPhone, it's automatically sent to your Mac. We've got FaceTime group calling, so just like on iOS 12, you can have up to 32 people on a voice or video call. And we've got some new apps that have come onto macOS, so we've got News, the new Stocks app, we've got the Home app now on macOS, and also the redesigned Voice Memos app from iOS 12. And finally, we have the Mac App Store, which gains a redesign similar to what we have with what we saw with iOS 11 last year. So that's it for the WWDC 2018 recap. As I said, it was just software this time round, and I will be doing lots of videos on all of the software announced. So if you want to stay informed when I upload any videos, then do hit the subscribe button by clicking on the logo in the middle of the screen. And do also please comment if you have any questions on anything in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.